Now that we've covered the basics of continuous quality improvement and briefly mentioned the IPDP, I want to dig a little deeper into what an IPDP actually is. So, IPDP stands for Individual Professional Development Plan. And the benefit of these individualized plans is that they enable yourself and the educators within your program to identify their personal strengths and weaknesses and actually develop a plan for continuing to grow in those areas of weaknesses. And the thing that makes these plans unique is that they're really user driven in that the individual who is creating the plan creates that plan really tailored to his or her own growth and development. So, looking back on kind of the three different areas of continuous quality improvement, we know that the Massachusetts Department of Education, Early Education and Care identifies three key areas where we can really apply the CQI model. So we know that in the fictional example that was used in the previous video on continuous quality improvement, we were able to kind of see how program quality can be improved through using CQI processes. And looking at kind of the IPDP really focuses on the leadership quality and the educator quality piece um, of that. And so, really, this solidifies the fact that the IPDP is a tool for really setting individualized goals, and those goals are for both leaders and educators within programs. And the IPDP also allows folks to kind of measure their progress towards those goals incrementally. So you might be wondering, it seems like another piece of paperwork that's kind of even more on my plate to manage. So why would we even want to implement this ippy process within the program? And I think there are three kind of key reasons that answer that question. The first is it increases the knowledge and skill sets, and as well as the abilities of educators and leaders within the program. So I guess it streamlines those knowledge areas and skills, and really creates long-term growth for educators. The second reason is that it improves the quality of early education and out of school time programs. So, really, when you have leaders within a program all striving to be better and make their program better and make themselves more effective, there's kind of inherently a boost to the quality of the program. And that kind of leads us into the third reason that IPDPs are really important for programs is that improving the quality of the programs ultimately improves the outcomes for children within these programs. So children will be able to learn more and have better environments um, within kind of their early care and out of school time programs. So looking back at the CQI cycle, we can really see how the CQI cycle applies to the IPDP process. So let's first hone in on the set a goal step in the process, and that's where I would say that the IPDP should start. So the questions that kind of one should ask themselves when forming their IPDP, or if you're a program director, when you're having these IPDP conversations with educators, is to ask, where do I want to grow? So, what are the key areas that I feel weak in, and I feel that I would like to pursue educational opportunities in? Another question that one could ask is what additional degrees or certifications are available, and do you hope to aim for? So if you don't have, a bachelor's degree, you might want to aim for a bachelor's degree. Or if you have a bachelor's degree and don't have a master's degree as kind of a program director, that might be an additional certification, an additional degree that might be important to you. The next step is to plan. So the questions to ask here are, what specific measurable steps can I take to meet these goals? So, for example, say that I'm an educator who feels really weak at, you know, structuring activities for a diverse group of learners. My plan would, in association with that goal, of kind of increasing my ability to diversify my activities, would be to kind of maybe seek out online courses, that talk about kind of diverse learners, or attend trainings, local trainings, or even receive kind of coaching, um, in how to become better at creating, um, activities for diverse learners. So, and you want to make sure that those, steps are extremely specific. So the who, what, where, when, why, should all be kind of laid out in that plan, so that it's really easy when you get to the implementation stage. You know the dates of the programs, the cost of the programs, and trainings that you're looking to attend. The assess and analyze, steps occur after kind of the implementation period. So if you, conduct IPDPs on an annual basis, the assess and analyze, stage phases would occur every year. And those just kind of require you to generally assess how you're performing at your job, and then break that down into specific strengths and weaknesses, supported by evidence, from your work. And there are certainly a number of tools that can be used to kind of measure progress, for IPDPs, particularly the RNet, or classroom assessment scoring system. Um, those are used often to evaluate educator effectiveness, as well as the environment rating scales, otherwise known as SAKERs. So those are two kind of measurement tools that we've provided resources and links to in your supplementary material. So as we kind of finish up, um, discussing IPDP is really the baseline of what an IPDP is. Um, I just want to underscore that there are many benefits of implementing IPDPs in your programs. So, one, kind of qualitative benefit is a cultural benefit. So, if you can build kind of a culture of continuous quality improvement within your program, then everyone within the program is motivated to succeed. um, Everyone is really looking to help support one another in achieving their goals. The second is just a culture of appreciation. IPDP implementation allows both educators and leaders alike to feel that they're doing a good job, particularly if they see growth from one IPDP to the next. And then also another kind of key benefit of IPDP implementation is it allows educators to really feel that they're working towards something meaningful. It really allows them to pinpoint kind of a direction and a career path within the early care and out of school time fields.